Okay.
Yeah. Mercy.
Yes.
First of all, welcome to Simo-san.
All right.
Thank you very much for being here.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Did you bring your water?
Yeah.
No, you didn't. Let me get that for you because.
Oh, it's there.
Here it is.
Yeah.
Well, in case
All right.
you need to drink some. All right. Have you been here before? Is this your first time?
This is my first time like here. I only know just like when you are getting on a bus for Kanyama, what and what.
Okay. Well, welcome.
Thank you.
So tell me, Mercy,
Yeah.
you have been in the media lately.
Yeah, I've been in the media.
Yeah. You were first introduced to us as someone that claims that Mr. Bowman Lusambo is the father to your 4 children.
Yes.
Let's go back to the very beginning. How did you meet Bowman?
I met him in Dollar.
Where?
At ShopRite in 2014.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell me about that meeting. How did you meet him?
We just bumped into each other at ShopRite.
Okay.
Yeah, I was sent to buy something. That's how we met.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you say you bumped into him, did you, when you...
Mwapunkana taule mono mnowe then ulenjira pa ShopRite wampunka.
All right.
Yeah.
So you literally bumped into each other. What happened after that?
Then he said, no, after picking his stuffs, then he was like, no, I like you. I said, all right. As I was walking, then he said, no, I'm asking for your line. I said, I don't have a phone. Yeah. Then he said, okay, would you mind if I get you a phone? I said, no problem. Then he gave me his line.
So how did he do that? How did he...
He just wrote his number on the phone. But he don't want to pay any taxi driver.
So he wrote his number on a piece of paper?
Yeah.
And he gave it to you? Okay. So you go home, and then what happened?
I just forgot about that meeting. I just said, let me forget about it. After a month, that's when I communicated to him.
So you pulled out the piece of paper?
Yeah, because I had to hide it in my closet. Yeah.
So you pull it out after a month?
Yeah.
And then you decide to call
I saw the paper, then I said, oh, this person gave me the line. Yeah, because he never used to say Bowman. He used Chilosha.
That's the name he told you?
Yeah, because he's Bowman Chilosha.
Right. So you call him up, and then what did you say to him?
I just greeted him. Then he said, no, why didn't you call me that same day? Then I said, I didn't have a phone. That's when I've asked for a phone. Then we chatted for some almost 30 minutes. 30, yeah.
And then what happened after that?
Then he said he will send me transport so that I see him in Dollar. Yeah.
Did he do that?
Yes, he did do that after 2 weeks.
How much did he send you?
He sent me 50 kwacha.
How? How did he do that?
He sent me through the same line which I used to call him, yeah.
Okay. And who owned that line?
It was the person I was staying with at my sister's place, yes.
Okay. So you sent the 50?
Yeah.
And then?
I got it, then I went.
You went to Ndola? Now, did you tell the people that you were staying with? Did you say...
No, I didn't tell them.
So you got on a bus?
Yeah.
And you went to Ndola? How old were you?
I was 16.
16 years old?
Yeah.
Were you still in school at that time?
No. I was just in society. I completed in 2013.
You were where? In
society? Yeah, waiting for results.
Well, like in the world, you were just in the welding. Right, okay. So you get on a bus, you go to Ndola.
Yeah. Even in the bus, I used the conductor's phone to say, call this line, I'm going there. That's how it happened. If there one in a bus, she will there to me. Then they call, then they said, okay, Nalam Sangapa station a paso.
So when you got to the destination, when you got to Ndola, was he there waiting for you?
Yes, he was there, busy waiting for me.
Bowman Lusambo was waiting for you?
Yes, him.
So when you disembarked, when you got off the bus...
I got into a taxi with him.
Well, no, let's back up a bit. So you get off the bus, you see him. Tell me about that meeting. Was he happy to see you?
He was very happy.
So what did you do? How did you shake his hand? Did you hug him?
No, we had a hug, not shaking hands.
Okay. So he hugged you.
Kwalifika hug, njai na umona gero na popo kana ina, hata umpeleka hug. So to impress a lady, you know how men do that. Yeah.
Okay. So he gives you a hug, and then what happened after
Then
that?
we go into a taxi, then off we go.
To where?
To his place, where he claimed to say it's his house, to his house.
So you get to a place in Ndola. What type of house was it? Describe the house.
It was a 2-bedroomed house.
Did you find anyone there?
No, there was no one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and then what did he say to you? So you walk into the house, it's just the two of you. What did he say to you?
He said that, no, that's where I live from. This is my house. Welcome to my humble home. Then I said, oh, okay, in case of anything, mukasanga pano.
So, and what year was that?
It was in 2014.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he says to you, this is his house. And then what did you do?
Then I had to sit and start watching TV.
So
Then he came, we started chatting. We're asking questions each other. No, he did ask me to say, where is your mother? I said, she's late. Your father, he's late. Oh, okay. You were raised by who? My grandfather in Chipata, the same one who is serving my kids. Okay. You completed school? I said, yes, I completed last year. All right. Okay. So what course do you want to do? Then I told him to say, me, I wanted to study medicine. Yeah. So I was like, can't you go to Ashta? We know to Amonica Wino.
That's what he said.
No mtima wako atafia mtima usumura Monica ukachinja no kuchinja.
So what else happened that day?
Nothing. We
So
were just chatting.
You just talked.
Okay. Yeah.
So at what point did you leave? When did you leave?
It was around the 18.
Okay. So you left. Did he take you back to the bus station?
Yes, he did.
Okay. So and nothing happened that day?
Nothing happened. He even got me a small phone.
Okay. All right. So he takes you back to the bus stop, bus station.
Yeah.
You board the bus. You go back to where?
To my sister's place.
Where's that?
In Luansha.
In Luansha.
Yes.
All right. So how soon after your return did you start communicating with him again?
Once I reached home, I did communicate to him to say, no, I've reached. No, it's good. For anything, just call me. What and what? I'll wait for you. Since you said you want to study what and what, but me, I need a wife. Then I said, oh, all right, but I just need to go to school first. Yeah.
Okay. So you kept communicating?
Yeah, we kept on communicating.
So how soon did you see him? When did you see him again after that?
After some months. Yeah.
And where did you see him?
After 11 months, so. Yeah, going to the year, ending the year.
Okay. So did he send you money again and then you
Yes, he did.
Okay. So after 11 months, he asks you again to go to Ndola from Luansha. So how did you get to Ndola?
I used the transport. I used the bus.
Okay. So you went the same, you did the same
Yes.
thing. So when you got to the bus station, this is 11 months later.
Yes.
Was he there waiting for you?
Yes, he was waiting there for me, but only that the time changed because he was the one driving the other car, not like booking a taxi.
So when you got there, he was driving the car?
Yeah.
Okay. So you get in the car, where did you go?
First we went, like you go for shopping to relax first for some time, then we went to his house. The same house I went at first. And then, you know, I spent a night at his place because he said he was single, he wasn't married. Yeah, I spent a night that side.
Did anything happen that night?
Yes.
What happened?
We made love.
Okay.
That's how he broke my virginity.
Okay. So you were a virgin at that time?
Yeah.
And that was your first encounter?
Yes. Even deep down his heart, he knows that. Yeah.
Now, tell me, because that happened, did what happened after that?
After that, he just made promises to say, no, I'll never forget you, what and what. I didn't know that you are a virgin, so I thought maybe you were joking. It's good that I know you are. Then you can't go home like this because you can't walk and the bleeding, everyone will know.
So were you in pain?
Yes, I was.
So, and you had difficulty walking?
It's him who said that, but yes, I couldn't have managed walking. Yeah.
So you spent the night.
Yes.
What happened the following day?
The following day, that's when I went back.
Did he take you back to the bus station?
Yes, he did.
Okay. So what sort of conversation did you have in the car as you were going to the bus station?
I didn't talk to him because I was really upset.
Why were you upset?
It was more like that feeling whereby now if you I could have waited for that person to marry me. Or at least I saw Monica Coffee Buluru Band. Yeah.
Okay. So he drops you off. You get on the bus. You go back home. Didn't your guardians, didn't they ask you, why did you spend the night?
They didn't, because I even lied myself to say I'm going to see my aunt in Kitwe.
Oh.
Yeah, but I didn't go there.
So you had gone to Bowman. Right. Okay, then, so what happened after that? When did you see him again?
After 2 months. Yeah, after 2 months.
The same arrangement, he sends you money?
No, that time he came, he said he's in Kitwe, but not that actually at Kitwe. Kitwe checkpoint, when you reach Kitwe checkpoint there, before you enter Kitwe, there's a checkpoint there. Then if you go this side there's more like not a lodge, it's more like a park. There's a swimming pool there, something like that. Yeah, that's where we met. Okay. Yeah, there's even a bar.
So what did you talk about when you met there?
No, he said you have been quiet. The way you're answering me back, it's more like you're upset. I said, no, I'm not. I know I've missed you, what and what. Don't worry, you are my wife. I'll marry you, I'll do everything for you. He could have said, no, I went to Sakuri, maybe if you're for. Then I said, yes, when I latched if you. So Muntunga Kwebe, if you take Kumfa Wino, it means that, you Muntari responsible. Then if we don't buy it, one for faith of in it, or we can amala no Bamudibina. Trust you on say I could be about Chirosha.
So basically, he assured you that he would marry you, take care of you.
Yeah.
And so you trusted him. Okay. What happened after that?
After that, we could have gone to his house. But the second one, we didn't go to his house. Yeah. We went at the lodge, which is actually his lodge.
Oh,
the
he
same
owns
lodge.
The lodge?
Yes. Yeah, he owns a lodge in Dola.
So he took you to the lodge?
Yeah. So it's nearby the same house. It's more like the lodge and the house. Yeah. So from there we would do something as well. Then I go back.
When you say do something, what do you mean?
Making love.
Okay. All right. So at what point did you get pregnant?
The second one.
When you say the second one, you mean the second time you met physically? The second time you were intimate?
Like it's a month right now. I meet a person, then the second one I meet the person. You can't know to say, because this one I didn't attend even the same one. So you can't know to say, if I'm pregnant for this month or what, because I never knew those things. Yeah.
How did you know you were pregnant?
I'm not the one who knew, it was my sisters.
How did they know?
Their parents, they have kids, and they are older than me. So they used to see, like you have a morning sickness, evening, eating, they would say, this person looking pale, Yeah.
Did you feel any different? Were you aware that your body was changing?
No. I was just like, it's just normal. Things may be changed, it's normal. That's how I got it, to say, maybe it's normal.
So how did your family say to you that they think you were pregnant?
Like the way I was looking, then my sister started saying, maybe you are pregnant. Then I said, no, I've not met any man. Then ataonga wali kumana pa fino mwaume, mwalala pamo. Mwali lala nota tukulala fi mwalala, mwali shitapo fimo. It means that you are pregnant.
So
yeah.
What was your response to that?
I said no.
So now, let me ask you, so when you were saying no, were you saying no out of fear?
No.
Or in your mind?
Being ashamed to say, because we are born 3, whereby the 3, all of them, the 2, the other one she's a teacher, the other one she's a nurse. And whereby inakwata ile ya kutira so ineni shinala seba nai. Yeah, you get my point, eh?
So you were afraid to admit
yeah.
that you were pregnant. I mean, you were afraid to admit that you had been with a man.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So at what
Not
point?
afraid that maybe they will be upset or what. You're afraid of that, to say no, baba, lanseka ine nomba. What will happen to me? Yeah.
So when did you accept that you were pregnant? When did you say, okay, I am
When
pregnant?
it was about 3 to 4 months. Yeah.
Tell me, when did you tell Bowman? When did you inform Bowman?
I informed him when they started asking me questions to say, I think you are pregnant. But he said, congratulations, that's good news. But right now he's saying he doesn't know me.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll get to that, but let's focus on that. So you tell him, you say to him, you're pregnant. What was his response?
He said, that's good news.
So was he happy?
Yeah, according to him, I didn't know. I didn't see his face. Maybe he was saying, I'm happy just because to make me calm down, not to say anything.
When you told him, were you with him physically or did you tell him on the phone?
On the phone.
Okay. So when you told him on the phone, his response was, congratulations.
Yes.
Okay. So did he give you any advice? Did he say, okay?
He just said, keep it.
He said, keep the baby?
Yes.
Okay. And then?
I kept it, but he didn't show up.
So you were pregnant with the first baby. How many times did you see him after you told him that you were pregnant?
After 5 months, going to 6. Yeah. After I went to an ultrasound at Ron Antelope Hospital. Yeah.
So you saw him 5 months into your pregnancy. Okay. And when you met him, what did you talk about?
I didn't meet him. After I told him to say, it's a baby girl. Yeah. That's when he said, I would like to meet you. I want to talk to you. Then I said, okay. He even said, congratulations again. So my sister was like, so mukambisana pa mafone. No, it's a girl, it's a girl. Those are nonsense. If you are more like ulempa patiro ulioma makatumpa. It's more like ulempa patiro ulem defender. Then I said, no, it's not like that. Yes.
So you meet with him, and then what happened? Let me ask you, did he support you or the baby? Did he buy supplies?
He did. No, not buying. When I was pregnant, yes, he used to send some money. Yeah. Then when we met after 6 months, he said he was out of country. No, I went to do business. You know me, I'm a businessman. Then I said, I want to know the business that you are doing. Maybe I can even work with you. He said, no, you can't. Yeah.
Okay. So then what happened?
After that, he didn't show up. We were just chatting, him and I. Yeah.
On the phone?
On the phone.
When you gave birth to the baby,
yes.
Did he come see you?
No, he didn't come at first. Yeah.
Did you inform him when you gave birth to the baby? Did you
yes.
tell him that I'm in labor, or did you talk
no.
to him after the baby?
After the day labor ya bukilevi. twalelaka pa phone, him and I, to say, no, but nishmule chitidefi, because this is your child. But why are you like, maybe you are quiet, you don't come like you used to, you don't even call. He would say, no, I'm always busy, my dear. Then I said, so you, it's more like your business, it's more important than me and the child. So he would say, no, I will make time, I'll come for you. So even the labor, so the following, when I went to the hospital, the following day, the hospital, na papa around 14 hours, then I didn't call him because the phone was switched off. And it was with my the second elder sister, the second born. Na shishafta nafika kunganda following day nomba.
So when did you see him?
From that time I didn't see him until the child was about 8 months. 3 months. To I someone and I said, no, come, I want to see you. Then I went. He just saw the child and he said, okay, I'm going back. I'll call you.
Where did you meet? Where was that meeting?
It was in the same place, more like not a lodge. Yeah. But it's more like a park.
In Ndola?
Not in Ndola at that time.
Where was that?
That was in Luansha.
So he came to you?
Yeah, it's in Luansha and Ndola Road, whereby it's Luansha also road ile Kitwe, Ndola.
But he came to you?
Okay. I went there, then by the time no mwana fijafi, no what and what, then he said, okay, go back. Yeah.
So, what at this point, what did he say to you about the plans that he had for you?
He said he will marry me. He said I will marry you. Yeah.
At what point did you have the second child?
I had my second child in 2019, Grace. By that time, we were cohabiting. Yeah, for 2 years plus a month.
You lived together for 2 years?
Yes.
In the house that he first took you to?
No, the other one.
Which other one?
The other one in Dola, in Indeke.
So you lived with him?
Yes, I lived with him.
So so he would
come, then he goes to say, no, if we introduce nomba mwalishi mwana shari shupa. Kwenda, waya, wawira, waya, tatua kwa time.
So he would stay, how many days a week would he stay with you?
Like sometimes for a week. Yeah. But if he's in a hurry, he would just come, then he goes back tomorrow morning.
The following day? Okay. So how long, and that went on for how long? 2 years?
Yes, 2 years and some months. Okay. Yeah, we are staying together.
Now, at this point, did your family not ask you, why are you not formalizing this relationship?
That's what I'm saying, that after they were, my sisters were saying, more like pressuring me to say, no, this man, we need to know him. So I thought maybe they just hate him. Maybe you get my point to say, I'm part of you. Why nishi biyonse balandi na kofi balanda fi biawe? Barika no mwana limbita bare fire. Oh no, maybe he's married. Nah, he's not married. Yeah, no, you can't know me. So idia in a frustration ya kutira ta so na so. Then enanga isanjeva tawe. Let's stay together. We raise this child together. Tetingane na ini ninchi wanata so abana kaidwa wama muleba kushisha pamu.
So then you got pregnant with the second child?
Yes.
What happened after that?
After that, he said, congratulations.
So you get pregnant a second time. He says congratulations.
Yeah, because we were staying together and he was just at work. I said, he's just at work. He'll come back.
So and then you gave birth to the baby.
Yeah.
Okay. What did you have? Was that another girl or
a girl? So
you had, at this point, you had 2 girls.
Yes.
Okay. So by the time the second one was born, were you still living together?
Yes. Okay. He even came the following day to see the baby when she was a day old.
Okay. Again, what were your plans? At this point, you've got 2 babies now.
Yeah.
What was he saying?
It was more like a chupo. We are just waiting like him and his family to go that side to say no. He said we'll do a kitchen party.
But it never happened.
It never happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell me about...
No, this what? No, this one is my aunt. So ninkwata confidence. If ninkwata n'abaana babiri. Kyapwa kanshi.
So what you're saying is that at that stage, at that point, he began to introduce you to people that he
claimed to say they are his relatives.
Right. So he would introduce you to someone and he would say, this is my aunt.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you said at that stage, you went, a tailor would make your dresses in preparation for the kitchen party.
It was more like, no, you would look nice to this, you would look nice to this. No, kuita fena abantu, no, you saw mukashwandi, this and this and this, what and what. Whereby you are comfortable to say, bali ntemwa kansha, bai. Ama promises kaidi. Na wishwata umuntu uyunde kala nankwe pano, ngaya finisha ya kunchito abwera. Nangwaya 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month akabwera, murume wandi. Namkwate, we are cohabiting. To say, no, I'm safe. Because nde kala munganda nangwa fumepota padi, no wafia. Murume wandi.
Tell me, when he would go off, when he would go away for 2 weeks at a time, would you call him?
Yes.
Did you feel that you could call him at any time?
Yes, he told me to say, call me at any time or text me.
And
so when you call, he will send you a text message to say, I'm in a meeting. Even if it's 1920, he would say, I'm in a meeting. Then I know he's in a meeting, he's busy. Then if he won't call, you know how like it's more like he's concerned about you. Yeah.
So when you call, he would say he's in a meeting, but the following day he would call you.
Yes.
He would phone you. Okay. All right. So tell me about the third child. When did you have the third child?
I got pregnant for the third child in 2019. Yeah.
Okay. Now, again, at that point, were you not concerned that you know, things were not being formalized?
It was more like I had an injection, so I thought maybe first thing we know a lot kupana shan.
You had what's the injection for?
The family planning.
All right.
Yeah.
You had a contraception.
Yeah.
Contraception.
Right.
So contraceptive.
So I said it's fine. So I need to do something. Even me, I need to start business. If you tell him to send for business at because everything is there, then okay, can't she feel so feed it apart if you're not until I had to find out when I was pregnant for Lusambo to say this person is really married. All this time I didn't know.
So let me take you back a bit. So your third child, the name of your third child is
Lusambo.
Right, and it's a boy or girl?
A girl.
Okay. Now you were telling me that Lusambo had a twin brother or
a twin sister.
Okay, so you gave birth to twins.
Yeah. I gave birth to Lusambo, then I was actually, the placenta, then I was heavily bleeding. Then once I reached at the hospital, UTH, I was told to say, no, because you are not supposed to do that, placenta na ishala. That's how they said, it's either the mother or the child who would die. Yeah. But calling the father didn't come. He said, no, he's busy, but he will provide everything. Then there was no option. They said, let the child go. But I never saw the body of the child.
Never?
Never. Yeah.
But you hadn't named that child, of course not.
No.
At that stage you hadn't.
Him is the one who named Lusambo. He named Grace and Lusambo. For Chipego, it's my sister who named her. Okay. Yeah.
So you now at this stage you've got 3 children. Okay, you've lost one because you gave birth to twins.
Yes.
Okay. Tell me about the fourth baby that you're pregnant with, because this is your fourth pregnancy.
Yeah, it's my fourth pregnancy.
And you're pregnant now. How far along are you?
I'm only remaining with a month old. I'm giving birth in December.
So in December you give birth to a fourth child.
Yes.
Tell me, when you first told Bowman that you were pregnant for the fourth time, what did he say?
He said, "You devil, get behind me." That's what he said.
You went, "Don't kill me," and I don't mean to laugh. Honestly, really, I wasn't expecting that. But tell me again. You tell Bowman that you're pregnant for a fourth time. What did he say to you?
He said, "You devil, get behind me. Try next door." That's what he said.
You know, I'm so sorry. You have to forgive me for laughing. I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing. I wasn't prepared for that. Okay. But did he really say that?
Yes, he said that.
He said, "Get thee behind me, Satan."
Yes. So I
Try
said,
next door.
Yeah, try next door. Then I said, "Why should I try next door? I'm trying your door. Because you are the one who impregnated me. Why is saying devil now after impregnating me with the fourth one?"
You know what?
Then he said, "No, hey, you don't know me." So I said, not you don't know me. Tapari nefia mathrates up, tapari no kulatinya na tishanshani. So I don't know what to do. Because even me, I want to go to school. Then he said, "No, you have to do an abortion." Yeah.
So he encouraged you to get an abortion?
Yes, which I agreed.
You agreed?
Yes, I said, "Okay. Send me man, I do an abortion." Then he said no. He will organize that. Yeah. And it's not just like you are just saying or dreaming. No. That's what he said. Then when you remind him to say, "No, what about this issue, this issue?" After that, saying that I get behind me Satan, I went to the hospital and I was found with low BP and sugar. And I called my aunt to say, "No, vanipeza na BP na sugar." Oh, okay. Okay, mancho mzashita bwanji. No, niyoipa, but control yourself, what and what. I said, okay. Yeah.
So you didn't go ahead with the abortion?
No, I didn't go ahead because I was advised not to do that. Yeah. And I didn't want to do that, although I wanted to do it. But I said, no. I can die. If I die, no one will fight for my kids. Yeah.
Tell me, why did you want to get an abortion? What were you thinking of? What was first and foremost on your mind?
It was more like Dionso umuntu arekupromisa ferionse. Akushita promise vintu ichi nisachita, ichi nichako so vienda process. Yeah. Whereby waona if so. So I think na inapa I can do an abortion, then I study something so that I can be able to support the other 3 kids. Yes.
So basically at that stage you were thinking you were having too many babies.
Yes.
And that was your reasoning for having an abortion.
Yeah.
But then you were advised not to do it?
I was advised not to do it because I had sugar and low BP.
So you didn't go ahead?
I didn't go ahead, although my heart was telling me to say, do it, do it, do it, do it. I could even go in down to say, no, maybe I will just buy the medicine myself because maybe baria tapari fio barechita. Kai now when calling him ngaurem to mino muntu arekwa suka fimbi. Wala munefe na arakushita. All your family members will regret.
Who was saying that?
Him, Bowman. So I was like, since I ran a few months, it's better I just do it. Because even me, I was willing to do an abortion.
So at what stage did you decide, no, I'm not doing this?
After I went to the hospital.
Okay, when they told you that it would be a health risk.
Yeah.
Right.
Then he said, no, I know some hospitals, experts. Not to my hospital, I'm experts.
So now, why did you decide? Because the first time we saw you was when we saw you on social media. saying that you had been complaining that Bowman was not supporting his children.
Yes, he's not supporting. He's not supporting even if you advise him, because naine wine teti mbuke fe nambo kulanda ti Bowman mwari kwatabana naine from nowhere. We teti mbuke fe shapena nokupena. Ndi mutuntu rufe bwino. Teti mbuke fe tawe mwari kwatabana naine. Na mona tifi achiramu. Umuntu bamuita kule ku CPU tareisa. Second time, you're in a time, but then suing about my case, no, we are suing you for defamation of character. For what? Because Ninda that they support Havana. Well.
So, at what point did you discover that Bowman has a family?
When I was pregnant for Lusambo.
Tell me about that. Now, Lusambo is the third child.
The third child.
Right.
When I was pregnant for her. Na afu mine kuja kuino kopa belt na umfafi atawo yu muntu alikuwa atabaka shuku. Aona ali mine. Na isa no kuisa na tine anje bali ndi mukashi wako kuno. Nombo mwana kashafuma kuisa. Efyo na ile naria kuchamba vari yeshirikana. Na bakashi wako bali nariba mona nariba kumanya. Nishini papa na Grace ne fumori anje.
How did you meet his wife?
Vale fuma ngande kudiria ina tupafuma mkubika maketans. Vale fokuka fuma mudie ngande inono. By Muria.
So
na jeep.
His wife. Tell me about your first meeting with her. What did you, when you first saw his wife and when she first saw you?
She said, she was like, I heard you want to talk to my husband. I said, yeah, and therefore kumona ba minister ine ndande kona bina. So no, if it's concerning job issues, you can give me my line, I can help you. Yeah. So I said, unless I talk to him. And you know, you can't just make a confrontation. So I wanted to hear it from him.
So what you're saying is, when you first saw his wife, she thought you wanted to see her husband for a job.
Maybe for a job, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then, and you said to her,
I said, I want to talk to him. Then she said, no, he's my husband. You can talk to me. I said, no. Then she said, oh, maybe you can meet him at the office on Monday. I don't know. But if you're willing, you can give your line to me. I'll communicate to you. Then I said, no, I'll wait on Monday.
So you waited that day. How long did you wait?
Until 19.
At the house?
Fumeni pano shani ngamlefo kulanda na honorable imwe vamayo mpereni namba twalalanda ero nala ishufya kulanda na wena honorable. I said tapa inefya kulanda because ine njishire mkumfa kuri bena but if ndingiro kulanda feel important kuri bena aho tabayishire bena batata.
So he didn't show up. So what time did you finally leave the house?
Around 19.
How did you go back home?
I used the bus.
So what happened the following day?
The following day, I went to his office. It was on a Sunday. Paripa Sunday ron na ile kuja kuini. Monday na ya kulia tino na baya ku press briefing. Ngana yako atao bali ku parliament. Just like that until Lusambo was born. Before Lusambo was born, he promised to say no, iyinganda ishare yaneka kumayanda yo yini. Vanda ngechi anda ichi. Brentwood, no, this house, I'll buy it, it's yours. Not what I'm good at Pilisha. I'm a flowers. Can you mbona tinanje bati yandinga ndarashita? No back to Ashtashan, to Akana. Tetu kane, tefio. Kumona, I think maybe a panati in Jomuntu. It's more like a defo kulanda sorry. If you actually.
But let's go back. So when you finally did see him, this was after many months.
Yeah.
Like trying to get in touch with him.
No, he never used like to we meet him apopena. Na ya kukonka.
Yeah, no, but my question is, so after several attempts of trying to see him, you were constantly told, he's in a meeting. No, he's gone to a press briefing. No, when you finally did see him, did you confront him and say, Imwe, why do you always avoid me?
He said, no, I'm always busy. Yeah, he used to call to say, no, I'm always busy. Maybe sometimes ngo isa wanasanga ndi busy, so na phone ishasuka. abasukani bambi nga watuma sana wakuikana ku voicemail.
So what happened after that?
After that, that's when we saw even the houses.
He took you to houses?
We went there. He used to send someone to say, no, let's go. You see the house, see the other one, no, barashita. We according if you are land omuntu kayidina uli we now when if okay. Twambo kukonga but ayo mayanda title deed tawule imona. Because inganda na shot title deed na ukwatai. Pari national yo nomba ule mona fi amayanda process epo yambira taipwa.
So
na jeep yo yine barete na jeep batuma no muntu no this jeep it's yours. Mukarete ifine kwari na marriage if you
so they bring a jeep.
Yeah, a maroon one.
Right. Then this was going to be your vehicle.
Yeah.
Then they said you needed to provide some documentation, like a reg and things like that. Did you give them those documents?
Yes, I did.
And then did they bring the car?
No.
They didn't.
They would say no, na yaku way bridge to Rikuratsa. It needs this and this. It needs a TTP, ZRA, what and what. So
Did you ever confront him about him being married? Did you ever say, look, I now know that you have a wife?
Yes, I did confront him.
Tell me about that conversation.
He said he's sorry.
Sorry about what?
He said, I'm sorry I didn't tell you. Then he didn't even explain to say if the time we were in a relationship we was already married. He didn't say that. He only said, I'm sorry, but I love you as well. And I don't want to leave you.
So what was your response to that?
I said, oh, okay. Because because
at that stage, you had 3 children.
Yes.
Pregnant with the 4th one. Did you give him any conditions? Did you ask him anything? Did you say,
yes.
Look, what I need is this?
Like for this year, I told him to say, me what I want. It's better if you don't want to give me money. Buy a house for the kids so that abana bobinde ikala na bena. Then uleshita wemwine fyonse fyakwana. Nga wabatwara ku masukuru walipirira kyalimu. Chapwa. Ne taxi make sure ule bale batwara ku school. Chapwa. Because ama promises ya afula. So nga washite ife fina oshakula kukonka. Sininga mkonke muntu ni mkonkele chani. Nishivonse vilipo kaidi babana hivyo. Aka no I'm busy. What natawe it's better kasi tienda ku DNA test. It's more like you now you are not straight. Tienda ku DNA test. Then he would say for what? Not me, he himself to say for what DNA.
When we first saw you on social media, you were leaving some building somewhere and you were being interviewed outside on the side of the street. Where were you?
At Child Protection Unit.
What were you doing there?
That day I was waiting for him to come to show up at Child Protection Unit. Yeah, so that he explains himself to say why he's not supporting the kids. Oh, esa kanine kuliangaka na kuliatawo shimushibo muntu nabana shiwe. We go ahead to court for a DNA test. But he didn't show up.
So he didn't come back?
Not even once. 3 times. He didn't show up.
So tell me, over the years, you've been trying to get him to support the children.
I started doing that. It was last year. Yeah. That's when I was more like pushing. Then he said, no, I'll do this and this and this and this and this. Yeah, I said, oh, okay. Then well and good. He will do this.
But it never happened?
It never happened until now. Until I got pregnant. I that you devil get behind me.
I don't mean to laugh.
You devil get behind me. So to Tasha umuntu. But I promise if you devil get behind me. Pabe devil nomba. Pabana. Devil ya wine nisha tamu kene ine time wale rara nangwe. Ngake ne pale pena tuya devil. But pali devil apo pene po areisa. Ukano munte o wale rara nangwe ati devil chali pena chili shiru. But urera ndati chiri shiru but warera ala na chenore chipera abana.
How did you feel when he said that about you? When he said that you, because in effect what he was saying was that you were
I'm mad.
You were mad.
Yeah.
What was your response to that? How did that make you feel?
I was upset to say nomba inempenesha ni nomba. Muntu ofunta namona apo mwamena onekera ofunta. So like for this time, even if you are a poster per media, if you no, I need a psychiatric, it means nomba he's making me now frustration irekulapa. Because right now what I want to do is just to destroy him as well. Ilia frustration inafika pa last nomba. Patience na kweteria na ipwa mwanzi na ipwa. Na dimpera chance na okay if into fidenda so na so mpere chance. Nombo muntu rempera chance now kwata patience but tapale if you are register. I'm not Jesus, Shafiero mchechi na nenewe ino mtimola karipa. Shafiero mchechi nangu nebo Jesus atao na alaberera bana bandishanisha nawe twalipusana.
Tell me, right now, how are you managing to support yourself and your 3 children and a 4th one on the way? How are you sustaining yourself?
There's nothing like sustaining myself.
So you're not making an income?
Nothing.
He's not supporting you?
He's not supporting anything. He's not. He's
But
just making threats.
But in the beginning, because you sort of indicated to me that in the beginning he used to give you money.
Yeah, in the beginning, but now he's not.
So
even from last year when he said, no, I'll do this for the kids, I'll do this. Because my aunt came twice here in Lusaka. Last year she came. This year she came. Tuikare na wena, tumfa way forward. Tuishi wenga chupo oroshani. Bafuno ziba na beve kaidi baona bana bainda bapaga. Tizibe na Raisa ndiku meeting. Hao na Raisa ndiku meeting. Hao nga watu no mia mwe shofa. Shofa nomba wambo kulanda na shofa ifinshi. Umwine nomba mbo ukutina. Iyo nga balorera baraikala 3 months no moneka. This year futi bali mwito omuntu tareya kuli babururu. Nota tukumuita tishani vemona tina babururu bena tapare fyo barechita. Balelorera fye finto barempera fye chance. And bene barenje bati no tukuchite ifi because apa like mairo na refo afyo post ifinto. Ngakale na post afye it bene barenje bati calm down. Ni wish wabana. Nomba wish yena nangu arrest efya upo efyo fine mfuira ati ni wish wabana. Tete mfuire efyo. It's better to post efyo chapa. Nanu wala seba lero aramu no bushiru bwantika ili. Ngana posta nishindishi kanshi chachine. Fi poste.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about his pictures, his nude pics. Eyo tafwele. So that icharo chire mona ko entertainment. Kaidi na shire tamba Go TV, shire tamba na Ziwa Odi. Tuna tamba ko ifyo fine pama media na ifo. Because arengu fisho mtimo bukadi hapa.
Who took those pictures?
Myself.
Was he aware that you were
Yes, he was aware.
So how did you tell him that you're taking pictures? How did he know?
How did he know?
Yeah.
Abantu bananakirira abanangu apa kunse okumulemo na tinima bulldozer. When it comes to that thing, bananakirira.
What thing?
Making love, having sex kaidi. Bananakirira bakumana no mwana gashi. Kuzichefya so not ati no bafuma kunse ati bulldozer kuisa. Bulldozer panse fie. So babe bulldozer so bala bako ba section dozer to post.
What would you say to people that would advise you that posting that would harm him, would hurt him, and would hurt his other family?
I don't care about that. Inabana bandina inete second hand. Na wishewa bapangire unga umo. So nangupa kupanga abana takwa batu in second hand in first hand abana bamo bene. So na newe inabana banditete babe ba second hand. So filia fina rera ndachiri shiru chitashani kumulango kushiru kaire tumone shiru pali na 99 so kufi postita na posta batamba kwa abantu bamone ba bulldozer kaire
so
like na ine wine ine na ine sinza luzinga vili vonse pali chati niluze na ine kaina mposita munthu hivi baona chintako chake kaina kamba saniziva manje nachitengera kuti icho chinthu. So it's better baone tu uyu munthu samavara amakumana na situ so that baziva ta amakumana na ofuntha uyu okay kasa amakumana ofuntha so bazaziva ngati nakumana kuchainama bazakamba bazaona ngani kuchainama or kuti because you can't tell a person to say no chiri shiru chiria nishena ni captain wa mashiru nangwe erona yoyine obare post at defamation of character yoyine. So instead ya kutira tinishite fili the defamation of character, it means in impost filia fine fintu so that nishite for few what defamation of character is. Nishita for few kai nishinarifi post shaka kane kote na defamation of character. Not a defamation of character walanda tumuntu tale support abana bali abakwati no mwalashita shani aseba nefi chapwa sharuse fili fyonse na ruze na ine wine nluze chapwa niko iko 50-50 35 museba nyo sana.
So right now you're not getting any money from him?
No, I'm not.
Support.
No support.
So who's supporting your children?
Then Pata.
With who?
My auntie and my grandfather and my grandmother.
Now, what about you? How are you surviving?
Me, I'm just waiting to say, okay, this person, ala shtefi Inga isa shtefi fine. Quite good. Tapare shtefi if you say sham konke ngalanda fyatoke iwe business ni. Nangwinga ndaba na bakaraika rumoro nangwale etwara support kulia kuine kulia abana atwara. Ngatwara kulia nitapari problem. Sinza mvuta hapo inati no iwo ofuna chani na chani nishe akapereka support kai. Akapereka support padi be problem. Manja aikepo support isapereka, aikepo kukana bana, futa aikepo ati no rishiru. That's unfair. Ero bena baipompe nomba tinwa bulldozer bali kwa tempia. So bena kukuya tinomba ndem suwinga. Kusuwinga finish defamation of character abana bali abakwe ware panga eka. Na pakupanga abana pali ape na refu ya marenda.
Mercy, I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
I really do. I know it's not, I know it's a very tough thing.
It's a tough thing, but right now, ngani wao duo wanu ina apera ngachitati no narati ina high court shiretina nokutina ina ero ashita bwino sana na bomba yo ine bansu winge yo ine defamation of character ne ifyo fine fyose tapali problem necho ntemene ko DNA test so defamation of character ina na laichita pakuti nomba nangunde yako court kulia no defamation of character na tawo shirekana ba judge not defamation of character pabana defamation of character ngana poster not if you bareka anya abantu ati not imposter barenga anya na babulura ati not kuposter rorera so it's better poster nangukuya akakwa kulia kuine kuka kona tao cha chini na rifi poster. I won't lose anything because I'm not gaining anything. Havike poku ponto kula randa ati no defamation of character ngaina ero areranda ati chiri shiru icho ninshi yo ena ninshi yo so ena areranda chiri shiru so chiri shiru icho chinereke nchimpostefi vamona abantu chiri shiru fya chitontonkanya kaidi mwari mwana kwa ishiru nayi kwata picture ya muntu yo tafwere ishiru nayi kwata ireranda no muntu uri nomo nishibose tuli mashiru kaidi twakumene kuchaina ama so pali apene fya reranda tuushiru ndefo kumlango obushire fyo bupilibula ile wareranda psychiatric arefu myare butukira pa media no need ya kuchita reacting ine kutuma fe ama pictures chapwa tapade fyo na laluza ngaba na bakampata it's good bali kuchipata tabaremona tabambone bena baraika rafezi no tapali file chitika bakesa umfata o bamamvenu nalabeba in fact they should even forgive me for that because enough it's enough. It's better fide ya pa media.
Let me ask you a last question. If he were to say, and of course I'm not Bowman, I don't speak for Bowman. If he were to say to you, Mercy, let's work this out together. let's just agree that, you know, let's make an agreement and move beyond this point. And if he commits to taking care of his children, would that make you happy?
Yes. Me, I don't need anything. It's only for the kids. Na bena bare for father's love. Fidya fine benda abana bare ba posta na inefe ndefa na abana. Takwali ati abana ababa ukuba kuisa ene ware panga abana ene ukwete problem. So na fuire na bare bene bare umfa na ifo ni madad bare ishwa na abana. No mbanga baisa upana. Baediga baya upa urusambo chikaba chani. Nishitapari fide panga sense. Bafuire bare ishwa na abana bare kulira pamo. Bare lira na pamo bare ishwana. Efyo ndefo ayafeni efyo fini. Notati no chiri shiru chana. Abike pokulanda tindi shiru, abike pono kana abana. Baba anapena awe ndapena ichachi inalishwa no mwini. Baba ndapena. Ero na ishwa fe no mwini ati apa baba anapena nefyo arera ndefyo fini ati chiri shiru. Na ishwa fe ati awa apa BP likumbi. Shirefana warning ati awe ndefo kuposta. Kuposta fi. Bafimone. Chapwa. Then I move on. Chapwa. Bakada tota abantu bakulatamba. Kairi na bana bandine sister baretamba TV kuli alipire DSTV oroenshi kuli abarekala fye kufamu na basukuru bawo baretamba barekala. It's better na bena baretamba kwa abantu nomba na bena. Ile ine pene yo nde ufata abana tabaretamba ifintu. Tabarekala wino but bawushe epo bali. Ile ine pene nde ufa. Ifyo ndefo kuchita. Ifyo fye na nde fichita. Nizabi chita bevi. Ngasakamba tazaindo ni mangisa because ninachita vamenevo. I'm ready for that. But kuposita even ni muposita. Waone bantu. Kainishi kaidi bakambati ndinofunta. Sibaziba vili vose. Tabeshi tabanjishibe bena. According to bena. Na baba sana pompas. Babudoza shani utuma threats to abukuba. Shire tina nokutina. Bena ngabali fiati genuine ifi. Call out, simple call out. Tabaringire nokuya pera loya tiroya kabiyonji mine. Tairafika napakati ili ashibambo kutuma loya. Kuya weka kai niwa budoza bana batina abantu kuyisa weka we nari kuyishiba ine nomba nishwa rent inina bafuire bayisa banfesinga not bare fisama kwati liko kuro chiri mkabati bayisa bare butuka fye kwati nchiko swe wese fye because apa na chipwa kuba posta fye
Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Mercy. Thank you.
All right.
God bless.
Thank you.